Okay, folks, I got a package today. I want to do an unboxing on the Vapage. I got two of the hybrid atomizers. They're the low-res ones. I got an O-ring kit here. It's really nice how they make their packaging. It's almost like a hobby store. You know, like if you went to Hobbytown USA or whatever those big ones are, you could buy parts for your RC car or whatever. There's that. O-rings and the box. Really nice quality here. It's sealed in plastic. Okay, the box is in really nice looking shape. It's like they take good care of their products for their customers, which is a great thing. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this opened. Okay. It's probably magnets. Yeah, nice box. I like this. Vapage all over the place. Okay, I got a register card for a warranty, it looks like. Yeah, it's a warranty registration card. Really cool. Alright. And here is an instruction manual. My first impression of the looks of it. It's definitely nothing like I thought it was going to be. It is pretty small as far as the width of it. I wish that I still had my VV gripper here, but if I had a VV gripper, it would probably be about the size of a 14500 battery, at least wider. Okay, if you had one standing up like my finger here, it would be about like that. Okay, so this is a fairly small device. It has an 18650. Obviously it doesn't have any electronics, so they were able to save some space, but the gripper doesn't have a bottle of juice inside of it. You normally have to put on something that goes up a whole lot higher than what you see here. Okay, this one does have a shorty drip tip. Okay, there's a shorty. And here's the regular, your standard size drip tip. So I'll show you again with the shorty on there, which is really cool. I never had a shorty one yet. And then there's your standard size drip tip. Okay, everybody knows how these work. If you want to see it in action, you can find it on Google. Okay, here is the juice bottle that they all come with. And then here is another atomizer. So it comes with two atomizers, two drip tips, two bottles. And the only thing you need to add is juice and a battery when you get it. That's how it looks. First impressions on the body. I was a little worried about the tension here on the switch causing some distortion in the plastic, and the plastic does move a little bit from weight on the switch. There's a little thing that sticks out right there. Now I'm sure that it's going to last a while. You just don't want to be abusive on this one or else it won't. Okay, so one good thing about this is it's fully mechanical, so there is not a single wire in there that I can tell. There is part of the spring there. I'm not real sure how. Oh, okay. Here's a wire that goes up. How it gets its ground, or how does this bottle come out of there? Is it unscrewed? Does it push in? Let me look at this spare one and see. Okay. As far as the unboxing goes, not doing a very good job. I'm sorry, but obviously this is the first time I've seen this. And it does unscrew. So, trying to figure out how the wiring's done. Here is the negative. This here is metal inside the plastic. So there's where your negative runs up here from the spring, up through here, and in through that little crack in the plastic. And it screws into, or it plugs in right there where the juice bottle is. There's a piece of metal there, so a lot of people said to be careful about that O-ring inside there to make sure you don't lose it. That's why I got some extra O-rings. If I'm new to this, I'm probably going to lose the O-ring, and if you lose it where you're not, say you're walking around the house and you unscrewing this, it falls out, you may not know where it goes. So this thing is supposed to have a locking switch on it, and it does have a locking switch, and it seems seems good enough. I don't think I'm going to have any complaints with this right off the bat. So one thing a lot of people say is a negative is when this thing is together, this being the only thing that holds it together, it makes it kind of a little bit iffy. But so there it is, some fluid in there. It hasn't busted open yet, so I believe it's fluid safe. Oh yeah, a cool thing on the fluid, I bought the fluid before it actually went mainstream and was being sold at any vendors. I actually bought it from Matt Murdoch personally, which was really cool. He's a cool guy. But you know, the price is up there quite a bit on this stuff. So if you buy the full, you can actually dilute it down. I actually dilute it down into 60 mils out of 30, and it still tastes really good. So if you want to try fluid, if you get some, weigh this puppy. Okay, let me show you the logo. Oh, gotta zero it out. Okay, full battery, full tank, full atomizer with the drip tip is 4 5/8 of an ounce. So it's not really all that heavy, to be honest with you. If you got a front pocket, it's probably going to sag your shirt just a little bit if everything's all full. Another thing I'm not going to like about this is not knowing what your battery's at, meaning that you constantly have to carry something like this around, which, you know, ain't too bad. That's how it's working right off the bat. Let you know if I like it or not, how the atomizer's working. Gurgle. Gurgle, gurgle. Now these are standard resistance. They're, shit, what are they? I know the low res is 1.5. I believe the standard is going to be like a 2.0 or 2.2. I'd have to look it up again. And there's not very much vapor coming out of there so far. You know, that could just mean that it's flooded. I'm blowing back into it right now. I'm not getting any leakage from that, which is always a big worry. But just see if I can clear that thing out and get a decent pull off of it. In the hand, it's pretty comfortable. Like I said, it's fairly heavy though. Much heavier than the gripper was. And I'm still getting a gurgle, but it is getting a little less, and as the gurgle's getting less, I'm getting just a touch more vapor out of it. Oh. Well, that ain't cool. I got some in my mouth. Definitely ain't cool at all. Let me do this. I'm going to put this glass tip on there, and you guys can scream at the monitor if you see some green shit coming up through there. Oh, god damn. Whew, in its raw form, I would not recommend drinking that shit. Getting a little better. I'm gonna probably have to plug in a low res, and I'm gonna be glad that I got low res. That I know of, there was no way to pick low res when you bought the kit. This was just the bare bones kit. But you know, if you don't try it, then you'll never know. And it was nice that they at least came free. I can take these off and use them on something else. So. Because they do have the 510 connection. Boy, oh boy, I wish I was getting more vapor out of that. This is CE2. Screws on down in there. Some people said you couldn't use a CE2 on this. Well, you're wrong. Here's a CE2. Oh, that's nasty juice. I wouldn't recommend that, vaping a year-old juice. But hey, it works. You know, I did still expect a little bit more vapor coming out of this than that. The only thing that is gonna, damn it, there's some fluid on the end of that fucking thing. Hey, you know what? This has a hole in the middle of it. I wonder if you could get some juice up in the seed too. Got a hole in the bottom of it. I'm sure they didn't intend for that back when they made these damn things. But yeah, the recess here, you're not going to be able to get much in there. You're going to have a long extension, 510 to 510 extension, if you want to vape anything like, say, a VV Nova tank or something like that. I'm not even going to put this back on there. I'm going to get a low res out and try it. Alright,